With the summer break coming up and this exciting Formula 1 season, the silly season has started as well. Rumors about driver transfers are everywhere and you simply can't ignore them anymore. So today I'm going to pick the realistic ones out of all the rumors and predict who will drive where in the pinnacle of motorsport in 2022. So I'm starting all the way down the field and I will work my way up from there. So first up is Haas. There's not a lot of things sure within the team, but one sure thing is that Nikita Mazepin is in one of those two seats, as Papochka Mazepin is paying around $20 million a year for his son to drive there, so that won't change next year. For the seat alongside him, I think Mick Schumacher will stay, as there aren't a lot of more options for him and changing teams will be another big step in his only short career, so it's probably better for him to stay as well. Both will drive their second year in Formula 1 and second year with the team. Furthermore, I actually think the team and both drivers will improve a lot, as Gunther Steiner has already confirmed the team wouldn't develop their 2021 car and focus fully on the 2022 car at the start of this season, and that led to the team being in P10 in the championship, just behind Williams, who are currently in P9. For the former family team, I predict one of their drivers will leave, and I don't really think it's a surprise anymore. I think George Russell will leave Williams after 3 years there. Nicolas Latifi will stay because of the backing his dad brings in and the fact he's not a very bad driver, especially on race pace. On Saturdays he has literally always been outqualified by George, but on Sundays he sometimes has the better pace to finish ahead of him. The driver alongside Nicolas will be a rookie in Formula 1, I think. There are a few options for this one. Of course, Williams can take one of their own juniors, although Dan Ticktum is the only possibility out of those due to super license points, but still, Dan has to finish in the top 3 in this year's Formula 2 championship to get the needed points, so that will be a very difficult one for him. So I think he will not get the points needed, what will lead to the seat being open for another driver, and for me there's one driver who stands out and who I think has a great chance of securing both the championship in Formula 2 and the Williams seat. That driver is Oscar Piastri, whom I've also made a video about. If the Aussie finishes in the top 2 in the Formula 2 championship in his first year driving there, Alpine will have to realize he's a very talented driver and realize they have to give him a chance in Formula 1. This will mean they will have to pay a hefty amount to Williams, but Oscar will drive there after some negotiations. I don't think Zhou has the talent for Formula 1 and I don't expect Lunga to make a comeback, as he's currently in 12th in the championship due to bad luck. So my predictions for the 2022 Williams lineup is Nicolas Latifi and Oscar Piastri. The next team is Alfa Romeo, and unfortunately I think there will be the end of an era, as Kimi Räikkönen will leave Formula 1 at the end of this year and their other driver Antonio Giovinazzi will not resign as well. Antonio has been there because of that one seat Ferrari decides in the team since 2018 when it was Charles Leclerc, and from 2019 onwards that has been Giovinazzi. However, that will change, as Ferrari will want to bring one of their juniors into Formula 1, that being Robert Schwarzman. The driver I've recently made a video about and who also is third in the F2 standings has impressed me quite a lot over the years, as expressed in that video. Robert has won 2 races this year in Formula 2, but he has lacked some good qualifying pace overall. Theo Pourchaire is quite a good candidate for this place as well, but I think the 17-year-old incredibly talented Frenchman will need another year in Formula 2, where he can really fight for the title in 2022 before joining Alpha in 2023. Of course, there's still another seat to be filled, and I think Valtteri Bottas will be the one who leads Robert Schwarzman in his first year in the pinnacle of motorsport. Alfa Romeo would love to have Valtteri Bottas in their team, as he has 5 years of experience within a top team, and all the information he can bring to the Swiss team is crucial in their run to be an established midfield team. Aston Martin won't have any changes, as the team is newly rebranded, and I think Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll will be teammates in 2022 as well. The team is decent in its current form and I think they have a good base to build upon in the years to come. At the in 2020 newly rebranded team AlphaTauri, there will be some changes. Although Yuki Tsunoda will be happily staying for another year to try and pick up his real form again, Pierre Gasly will depart from the second Red Bull sponsored team in Formula 1, as he is done with the entire Red Bull family. This will leave one vacant seat at the team, and that will surely be filled by a Red Bull Junior, as in classic Red Bull fashion. Who of the 3 Red Bull Juniors in Formula 2 will it be though? Liam Lawson, Juri Vips or Jehan Daruvala? I think it's between the 2 high-tech GP teammates Liam Lawson and Juri Vips, as I don't think Daruvala has what it takes to be a Formula 1 driver, sorry to all Indians. For Lawson and Vips, it's a straight up battle between the two, and whoever finishes highest in this year's Formula 2 campaign will be in that AlphaTauri, and up until this point both had their unlucky races, but although Juri's first weekend was absolutely wasted, not scoring any points and not having any luck on his side, Lawson wasn't particularly lucky in Monaco, but overall he has been luckier than Juri Vips. Over the entire season up until this point, it seems like Vips has had better pace, and though I predict the AlphaTauri lineup to be Yuki Tsunoda and Juri Vips. At the this year's newly rendered French team Alpine, the seats for next year are pretty clear to me. Alpine has just signed a new contract with Esteban Ocon, which will have him a contract until 2024, which I do not think Alpine will break. Fernando Alonso is unsure, and in my opinion he is in the final year of his career, if that really is an opinion. I think Alonso will be dropped and be replaced by Pierre Gasly after the Frenchman has left AlphaTauri and will be replaced by Eurovips, as I just predicted. Although Gasly and Ocon aren't the best friends after incident in the past, I think it's the dream lineup for Alpine to have two French podium finishers, with Gasly who has even won a race. Gasly has been a great driver for AlphaTauri both this year and last year, and this will lead to the French bosses wanting him in their team. So my prediction for the 2022 Alpine lineup is Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly. At Ferrari, the team which has come back great after an absolute dreadful 2020 season, I think both drivers will continue, as they have an amazing combination of drivers. Charles Leclerc is obviously Ferrari's golden boy with a contract until 2024, and Carlos Sainz also brings in great data for the team. Both have already achieved the podium this year, and it seems like there aren't many troubles within the team, so for Ferrari in 2022, no changes. At the team which is favored for a lot of people, and for myself too, McLaren, I think the same will happen as at Ferrari. The team has a good base right now with Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, whom I've both made a video about, and though there will not change anything for the first year with the new regulations as well. Although I think Daniel will have to show what he's made of this and next year for a contract extension after that. At Red Bull there's one driver certain, and that's their golden boy and leader of Angry Dutchies, Max Verstappen, who has a massive contract until 2023, but the second seat isn't 100% sure. Will it be Checo again? He has been performing very good this year, finishing in the top 5 in 7 of the 10 races up until the British Grand Prix. There's also Alex Albon who wants a contract, but no, I think Checo will sign with Red Bull for another year for 2022, and so their lineup will be Max Verstappen and Checo Perez once again. So, the final team. Mercedes. The team where 7-time world champion Sir Lewis Hamilton has signed for 2022 and 2023, and I've already said Valtteri Bottas will leave, so let's not talk around it. It's clear George Russell will drive alongside Hamilton in a long awaited move. The stars are simply aligned for this move to happen, and there's been a preview of that already last year in Bahrain, where George drove magnificent in his first race weekend with the Silver Arrows. Russell is a Formula 4, GP3 and Formula 2 champion, and he will be chasing the Formula 1 title in the Mercedes in the coming years. So at Mercedes I predict Sir Lewis will drive alongside George Russell. All these predictions lead to a few drivers being left out of the sport though. I think Kimi Raikkonen will just retire for good and go live in some Finnish wood or something, opposite to Fernando Alonso though, who will continue racing in Le Mans, IndyCar, Rally and whatnot, a bit like in 2019 and 2020. Antonio Giovinazzi will go and race sports cars with Ferrari, just like Antonio Fuoco or probably even Charles Leclerc, and he will also be a Ferrari test and reserve driver for the rest of his life. So what do you think about these predictions? Spot on, a few wrong, or are they just disastrous? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I hope to see all of you later on my channel. Bye bye!